Hey guys, welcome to an Ollie's haul. That's right. I've been back to Ollie's. I had a little 10% off coupon, and I don't know about you guys, but when I get these coupons, it's just like I have to go take a look. And I'm so glad that I did. I'm going to be showing you some goodies that I found, and I think I'm going to start off with this bag right here. So, we're going to jump right on into it. So I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And I just appreciate you so much. So like, share, comment. If you're new, I do chat while I talk about what I bought. And yes, don't forget to subscribe. So got a few of these big bags of stuff. I walked through the whole store, and guys, I don't know if you just love the fact to get into a real store sometimes and just do some retail therapy. That's what I felt like. So it's springtime, the rain's coming, then the grass is growing. But in my front yard, I don't know what happened. Most of the time, my grass is dead, and I would love to be able to put and afford to put like some sod out and just, go that route. And maybe one day. But I have some patches that are bald, and I mean, like, they are literally gone. And I've talked to my lawn man, and he's like, yeah, you can buy some of this stuff and put out. But he said, but you would need quite a lot. But there is a few bigger spots that I just want to try to see if this stuff would work. And I only bought one of these, and when I came and looked at my front yard, I'm like, this probably ain't even gonna put a dent. But I chose this original lawn patch, all-in-one. It says all-in-one lawn repair, right? Produces fast results, made in the USA, sun and shade mixture, and you just pour it from the bag. They had the more expensive ones there, like $35 on up. Yeah, I opted for this one. This little bag here, which is 5 pounds, covers up to 1,000 square feet, was $11.99. And I had the 10% off coupon, so it was a little bit less than that. But yes, I've never ever tried this. The reason why I did opt to do it is because it said it's straight from the bag. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to do much. It's very, very simple. And I'm going to try it out and hopefully get a few of these patches in my front yard to grow. We shall see. It says absorbs water to keep seeds moist. So yeah, I bought a bag of lawn patch stuff. Yes, I'm a girl of all types, right? We have to do what we got to do. Okay, let's jump into some more things here that are food related. Now, I did see these big old boxes of that Hungry Jack mashed potatoes. I told you in my last Ollie's haul, I had 2 of them. I bought 2 of them, We had opened up one and used it, and then I sent one of them home with my son. So I wanted to buy, and when I say sent one home with my son has finally rented him another house right up the road, so it's closer to where he works at. And yes, we're kind of getting him moved in gradually. So I sent a whole box with him because he loves to have him some mashed potatoes with his hamburger helper. But I got another box of this because, for one thing, it's a good price, $2.99, and it's Hungry Jack. It goes until it's a good pantry staple up to April of 2026. Now, I will, sometimes put this in the refrigerator after a while. It just depends on, the way I'm thinking that day. Especially when I open it up, it definitely goes in the refrigerator. And sometimes I put it even into a sealed container. But right now, until it gets opened up, it's going in my pantry. And, I just like to have some of this on hand for, family meals. And, if you're prepping, if you put stuff that are, something you can keep for a while, the Hungry Jack is really good. I like them, I would like to have real potatoes, of course, but Hungry Jack is a good brand. Okay, let's talk about this. This little package of candy. It has been opened up because I needed to put some candy in a few of my grandson's eggs because he was with me, a week back right before Easter, because Easter is like coming up in a few days. He came the weekend before Easter, and I did like a little Easter egg hunt at my house. And I didn't want to put a lot of candy, but I needed a few little chocolates because he's into chocolate. And guys, this was a great deal. This is 32 pieces. It's Reese's, the York peppermint patties. Oops, and there goes one. And Kit Kat, I think, yeah, Kit Kats for $4.99. I'll show you what each individual one of them looks like. So the Kit Kat is a bunny. You can see that. I know there's a glare. And then York peppermint patties, which are in different colors. They're just like little circles. And then these little Reese's ones are like, they look like little Easter eggs here. Like that. And these are name brands, guys. I mean, pretty good price, $4.99. I'm probably going to wind up, you know, putting the rest of this out in a dish. My son, when he does show up, he'll pop in here and there. He likes to have, you know, guys, do you remember your granny or, you know, somebody that you would go to their house and they just had a dish full of candy? Well, I'm turned into that lady. And yeah, it's tempting. Sometimes I want to eat some of it, but, you know, it's all right. I like to have it out. And I like to have, I hate to say this, I like to have the good candy for my guest, right? We want the guest to be able to enjoy it. Me, when I'm eating candy and stuff, it doesn't really matter if it's a name brand or not. Of course, I would love to have name brand all the time, but sometimes this name brand stuff is expensive. So $4.99 with 10% off, I thought was a pretty decent deal. And yes, I did have to go ahead and open it up because I procrastinated and didn't get this video done when I needed to. And this next one is definitely a gift for Easter. It came right on time. I thought it was so cute. I'm going to give this to a friend of mine. And it's 12 pieces Russell Stover. And just so you know, I do worry about food at places like Ollie's and Big Lots. Big Lots is gone, but you know, those kind of stores. This one, let me say what the expiration date is. And yes, I do look at expiration dates. It's real dark, but it goes till Best by November 2025. It just says 11/2025 right there in this little thing. So this is not, you know, and I ate a piece of it. I ate one of those York peppermint patties, which are delicious. They taste good. They're not stale, but you do have to watch dates and stuff like that on these wholesale places. At least I'm going to tell you to do that. Because some of the stuff at Ollie's, I did notice were like, they were going to be out like the next day. Like, if you watched my last Ollie's haul with my mom when we went together, she had bought me some bangs that were marked down to like $2. Well, you had to drink them like in February. And I think I still have a whole thing of them, but but they went out in February is what I'm saying. And, you know, of course, stuff can last a little bit longer. Just, you know, keep that in mind. And when I saw this, I was like, let me see the date on it because I'm going to be giving this to someone. And I don't want to give out, you know, stale candy or bad candy. And I always tell people when I buy stuff, I'm like, hey, I bought this for you. I'm making you a little basket or whatever. I'm sending this to you. But I did get it at, you know, Ollie's or Big Lots or whatever. Now, and it's good until, oh yeah, it's here on the side. It's August 1st of 2025. I know you really can't see that, but it's still good. It has never been opened. It has the packaging all the way around it. And yes, look how stinking cute this was. And it was $3.99 for 12 pieces. Russell Stover's. The cute little bunny. How stinking cute is this bunny? And I thought for the price, 10% off, 12 pieces, I'm going to grab that up and give it to someone very, very special for Easter. Okay, what else? What is this stuff? I don't even know what I got in here. Okay, I got mail in my bag. Okay, so I think that might be all the candies I have. Now, I will tell you, I did buy some of those small Cadbury eggs. There was like 12. They were the very tiny ones. Here's my receipt. They were the very little ones, and I needed them to put in the Easter eggs, and I completely forgot to save the packaging because I was just going to show you that, guys. But it was so cute. I had not seen the little Cadbury ones for, you know, not ever at Ollie's. I've seen them other places for, you know, really high prices. But they were $3.99 with 10% off, and they were a hit in the little eggs. So, yeah, that's all the food stuff that I got. So, let's go into some other things that I got. I picked this up, and I'm going to tell you something. So, my grandson, you know, they have a pool where my daughter lives at. They have a pool in their neighborhood or their housing area, their subdivision. And I thought this was a really cool idea to have these little rings for him to dive for. And I looked at him and I had that same situation where I picked up, there was like some on the top shelf in the aisle and some on the bottom. And I saw the ones that said $2.99 and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get them. I don't know if that's the greatest deal ever, but there's, you know, what, 2, 4, 6 of them. Sparkly dive rings. Guys, up on the top shelf, these were $4.99. And I was like, it's the same exact thing, the same exact name. And so look around, you know, because you might pick up one and it says $4.99 and one says $2.99. Of course, we want to always get the cheaper one because we want to save our money, right? And I just thought this was pretty cool. It says, how fast can you get them all? My grandson loves to dive for those little things you get from the Dollar Tree. I don't know, they're like little fish and squid little things. And I thought this was a little bit, you know, neat. And you can kind of take it around on vacation to pools and things like that. That was my thought process anyway, $2.99. Okay, I don't have any idea about this brand, but they had a lot of it out there. They don't have my Pantene, which is what I usually always used to get. I'm not seeing that at all, but this is called Root to End. This is a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. And guys, I picked this up for one thing. It smelled pretty doggone good. Some of them just had a terrible odor, or some of them didn't even, you couldn't even smell at all. They have tons of this stuff at Ollie's, all different brands that you can think of. It was $1.99 because why I bought it, because it's a 2-in-1. So if I was to travel, I'm going to pour this in the little travel bottles I've been buying. And, you know, I just have one thing, but I'm going to try it out first, you know, at home. Hopefully it will be okay on color treated hair. And yeah, it just shampoo and conditioner, one-step product that saves you time without sacrificing a good hair. Okay, never ever heard of this. I was going to look it up before this video, but I didn't have time. But if you know something about Root to End, they had all different types for every type of hair, you know. But I just got this one because it was an all-in-one. So I'm going to try that out and hopefully it will work. Okay, I did get this packages of Get Well cards because look how cute the pictures are. I just thought they were cute. Now, this is Day Spring. I am sending out cards more. I'm using the snail mail more than I ever have before. I used to have, you know, back in the day, I was the card sender. I mean, I had cards, 300 in a stack of all different, you know, occasions, right? And I literally have gotten down to 0. I have nothing because you know, over the years, you kind of get away from it. So I saw this and it was $1.99 for what, 12? And I'm not saying that's the best deal, but I just thought it was cute. And I had no Get Well cards, and I had a couple of people that, you know, I literally just needed to, you know, send a little card and say, you know, I hope you're going to be okay, and I'm hoping that you get well. Look at them. They're just stinking cute. They will make you laugh if you were, you know, maybe not feeling good. At least that was my intentions. And, you know, it kind of reminds me of Monsters, Inc. for some reason. But, yes, I picked up 12 of them, the Day Springs, and it says Uniques. Look how they spell Uniques, U-N-E-E-K-S. Yeah, just, I don't know. I just thought it was something I needed in my life. And so I picked that up for $1.99. Of course, it had the 10% off. Now, I do look for I'm trying to look for the bigger one with the variety in it. But I was there, and I hem-hauled around about it, and I just thought, you know, go ahead and bite the bullet and do it. Actually, my mom brought me these and showed them to me because I didn't even see them in the store, so I'm glad she did. These are the Caterpillars, right? You know, the cat performance boxer briefs for the baby, for my grandbaby. This is a 3-piece it was $5.99, and I did up to get a bigger size because I've been buying him like 2T to 3T, and he needs bigger sizes. So this one's a 4 to 6, so they might be a little bit bigger, but not for long because he's growing like a weed. And yeah, these were $5.99, 10% off. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. I like to have these on hand because this is what he wears, because that's what his dad wears. And, you know, my kids grew up on what they called whitey tighties, or the little cartoon underwears, you know, the briefs. But this is all the waves. Now, my son does wear these kind too, and he did graduate into these when he got to be into, you know, about the time he was about 12 or 13, he started wanting these kind of underwear. And of course, they were always so expensive, but I thought that was cute. And I love this little, you know, brand, because my grandson, for some reason, he always sees something and he'll say, there's an excavator. And I'm like, okay. And he can rattle off dinosaur names, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're 3.5. Yay. I'm glad that you know them because I don't. All right, so I did pick up some of these 100% cotton 11 by 11, 18 pack washcloths. And the reason why I went ahead and got them, because I know they're going to shrink, is because they were only $2.99. I was like, $2.99. I've got to have them, even if they do. I'm going to use the darker ones to kind of help me with my makeup, and the lighter ones I'll just have probably for extra cloths to, keep in my guest bathrooms in case someone, needs a washcloth. I'm definitely going to still wash them, because I always wash mine first before I put them out. I may not dry them. I don't know how it's going to work out. I never had this brand, but it says it's made in Pakistan. So it was $2.99 with the 10% off. So yeah, guys, if you ever can get on the Ollie's, what is it called? I guess it's called the Appreciation. It's the Ollie's Army headquarters, and it is a customer loyalty program. Yeah, they'll send you stuff out. Like my mom got a real good one. She got like 30% off of one item, and I got 10% off of a whole, my whole entire order with them. And I can't believe, is that it? Okay, well, this is the last item. That went pretty doggone fast. Wow. This is another one of those blackout curtain balances. And I don't know, I must, in some other life, I don't know. I love these kind of beads. Every time I see these with these valances with the beads, I pick them up. I've got one right now that's like a gray, silvery gray one that's up. It kind of matches the decor. But I thought, how stinking cute with this little blush. It's like a champagne blush rose. I don't know. It's just nice. But it's Olivia, if I'm saying that correctly, blackout single valance. And I'm going to put it in my kitchen. Literally, when I get through with this video, I'm going to go stick up the rest of the stuff to clean up my kitchen for Easter, because Easter's like 2 days. I mean, I got everything done. I just need to kind of put the last little bit of touches. And I was trying to get this video done. It was $5.99, and they run about that much. I mean, I've gone online, and stuff like this is like $12, $13, $15, and I'm like, eh. But when I see them for any price under $10, I snap them up. And these, you can, interchange them, and I just like the little beads. Comment, let me know if you like the beads. I mean, I'm just that person. I don't know. I just do. I like it. And it's a one size panel. And I have one of those, doors with the blinds inside, like a thick panel. And I just always like to dress it up, with some decor. So I thought that was good. So yeah, that was my Ollie's trip, and it was a wonderful one. I got my 10% off, and I walked the store, and at first I was like, do I need anything? No, I don't need anything. But everything that I did get, I'm going to put to use. It was, stuff right away. I'm really happy with that lawn, what's it called? The patch, lawn patch. I don't know if it's even going to make a dent. Love the curtains. I think they're cute. But I really got some great items, guys, on this trip. And I'm really happy with what I got. And yeah, so if you hung out with me this long in the video, I want you to put in the comments beads, because I like the beads. I know that sounds so corny, but yeah, just put in there, curtain beads, or, dangly beads, dressy beads. I just think they're cute. And yeah, they are. They're just super cute. And yeah, so all right, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and definitely if you're new, I hope you will decide to click that subscribe bell and come back to see me in another video. Go check out my playlist. I've got a lot of videos for you to catch up and see if you're interested in that. And everybody, I'm going to probably see you before Easter comes, but just in case something happens and I don't, happy Easter to each and every one of you. Be safe and have a wonderful day. All right, guys, see you soon, and happy Good Friday. Bye.